Get ready with me as a wannabe. Get ready with me as a wannabe. Get ready with me as a wannabe. Ignore the mess behind there. But yeah, good morning. Good morning. It's currently about 5:43. I need to be at breakfast 6:30 and leave by 7. Let's hope I can be done by 6:50. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your host and channel owner Raisa Ganji, and welcome back. I'm still in Dodoma, still in the same hotel room, and it's the morning of the event, and so this is like a get ready with me as I talk to you about all the things I've achieved the first half of 2025. All the products I use and products I carry when I travel will be posted in another video, so do make sure to like and subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you know exactly when I post, and go watch it. First things first, I'm gonna be doing my skincare, skin prep, and then I'm gonna move on to makeup. So before everything, I'm gonna go in with moisturizing my skin. All right, what have I achieved in the first half of 2025? The first thing that came to my mind, I have started and I am to finish second year of law school. So I'll be done with the second year of my law school in June, and then starting my last year of law school would be the end of 2025. Time flies so quick. I remember when I just started, it's actually amazing how fast time goes, you know. People say it's never too late to restart, because even if you do a degree or you don't do a degree, 3 years are gonna go by. Might as well have a degree at the end of 3 years. That's the motivation I use whenever I feel like I'm a bit behind in life. That's what I always tell myself. The second thing that's happened the first half of 2025 is that I was invited as a guest speaker at my old high school. I was invited to talk about a startup that I have been working on for the past 2 years now. I actually made a impromptu video on it, so do make sure to click here to check out that video. I was invited as a panelist, and they asked me a bunch of questions on basically the hardships that go into starting a business, and especially in the context of Tanzania, where, you know, it's very hard to start a business because monopolization actually is a reality here. Startups are more likely to fail in a place where oligarchs monopolize the business industry. It's a very tough environment. But do make sure to watch the video if you want to know more. Another thing that I've achieved is that I am currently in Dodoma for a work trip, semi-work trip, you could say. I have been on a work trip, but I've never been on a work trip on my own where I had to coordinate everything myself. Another good achievement, and I did this quite recently, like not even like this month, in fact, I restarted my podcast. Last year around October, I stopped making videos. I wanted to try something new with my podcast, in essentially make it into like a media organization. So I was pretty much working on that. You could say I went on a hiatus. So anyways, I restarted my podcast. I re-debuted, you could say, and yeah, the podcast episode's out. If you're interested to watch the podcast and all my episodes, click here to the page. The episode I uploaded, I think 2-3 weeks ago, was episode 9. The episode talks about the music industry and its role in climate change and how it's causing it. Now that my skin is all prepped, I'm gonna move on with makeup. So makeup, I'm going very minimal. I'm going in with the concealer first. So another thing that I've achieved is that I managed to run a marathon. And I know I don't talk about myself that much. Okay, I talk about myself a lot on this channel. That's the whole point of the channel. But I don't talk about my health per se on this channel. I ran a 5K marathon. So I actually, people made fun of me for like saying, oh, I ran 5K, because 5K is like 13,000 steps, and if you get 10,000, you could do 13,000 a day. So people laughed at me, but like I didn't let it get to me, because I know exactly why I ran 5K, and I know what it means to me. And I had like my parents even like come see me have a medal and all that, and I told them, just come for this one, because this is the only one that actually has a meaning to it. The rest is just, you know, I want to test myself. But this marathon, this 5K marathon, finishing it actually meant something. Okay, I spent like 45 minutes running 5K, and finishing that with my best time actually made me so happy, because average is 30 minutes and I'm at 45, so I'm just a bit, okay, I'm quite far from average. But I have weak knees as a result of my physical illness, and I have asthma, so my lungs can't really cope with me. But nevertheless, this was a great achievement for me. I ran the 5K, and inshallah I'm planning to run the 10K in November later this year. So fingers crossed, you'll see another video of things I've achieved in 2025 where I say that I ran the 10K. I want a medal for it as well. I got a medal for the 5K. Another thing I've done in 2020, another thing I've achieved in 2020, the first half of 2025, is that I have learned to build and maintain healthy boundaries. So 2025 is all about protecting my peace and my boundaries, because people be weird. You'd be shocked how weird people are. Do you see the difference? Yeah. Now that we're done with that part, going in with blush. This is actually not a blush, it's a lipstick and it's a lipstick by Maybelline, but it's not exactly my lip shade, so I use it as a blush. Ooh, you see what I was talking about, it not being my lip shade exactly. So healthy boundaries is one thing that I have adopted and learned. Following establishing boundaries, I have learned a new form of self-love where I am not judgmental of myself, as well as, you know, having healthy boundaries, because healthy boundaries is self-love in a way. People confuse being selfish and self-love. Weird that people use it synonymously. It shouldn't be used synonymously. Self-love is choosing yourself when you have to. Okay, that's gonna have to do. Alright, so next I'm gonna go in with setting my face with powder. Set powder. That's the baking one. I'm gonna start with this eye. It's the hardest one. Next, I'm going in with my lips. I haven't sharpened this. It's gonna be really hard to put it on. Along with that, I have a newfound addiction. I actually forgot what it was. I have a newfound addiction, which is I'm addicted to exercising. I'm addicted to having to exercise. Like, exercising has become a hobby, more like a chore these days. So I'm quite proud about that. Okay, if you would have told like 15-year-old Raisa that, oh my god, you have told 15-year-old Raisa that, oh my god, you exercise as a hobby, she would have never believed you. Another thing I've actually achieved in this year is I've become more creative. I've learned to do my own nails. I've learned to design my own press-on nails, and I'm learning how to stitch. I'm gonna be sewing a lot of my clothes. You would probably be able to tell, but that's a new hobby that I've gotten into. Part of this year, I've also developed a new aesthetic. I'm more Pinteresty on Instagram and on YouTube as well. Have you seen my thumbnail? Have you seen my thumbnail game? So this is the final look. This is a headscarf final look. Let me just show you how I look like, what I look like. This is the final look, and these are the heels. Just gonna go in with this perfume. And I'm good to go. The last thing I can say I've achieved in the first 6 months of 2025 is that I'm finally becoming the person I've always wanted to be when I was 5 years old. When I think of what 6-year-old or 8-year-old Raisa wanted to be, and I look at myself in the mirror, I'm becoming exactly, or at least the idea of exactly who I thought I'll become. And so I'm really proud about that. That is the end of today's video. I really hope you like this video. I really hope you like the Get Ready With Me. More videos will be posted. Guys, another achievement, I'm actually recording stuff, and I'm being more creative and more like taking up the opportunity to record things in my life, because I entered 2025 with one motive with YouTube, is one, my podcast, and second, I want to capture moments that I can remember. So I like recording videos in the spur of the moment. Creativity in the spur of the moment makes me think. And if you like that as well, make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells to know when I post. And I will see you next week. Bye.